Hey, Surely We Scale, this is Rock, coming with you with a VOD review on Volskaya Foundry. I believe this is your NGS match. I said I don't remember who you were playing against. Apologies to the team. This is for Shirley. As we go through and look at this, always as you want to talk about win conditions, you want to talk about what's important to your map, and how exactly we're planning to win. So, with that in mind, the first thing I noticed is that we're on Volskaya. This map always goes to 20. This tends to be a map where the objective is very weak early on and needs levels to scale. And so our team has the ability to split push pretty well. I said if with Sylvanas. This looks like an all-in wombo with a light bomb delivery system. So being able to all-in wombo into Whitemane can be a little difficult, especially if Whitemane's able to get the save off. But you guys also have the ability to delete and blow them up pretty quick. So it looks like we opened up looking for a cheese, couldn't find it, so we decided to just go ahead and rotate anyway, which no big deal. Looks like we're split. Okay, so Genji's going to just soak, and we're going to look to maybe push now and gank the Leoric. It's looking good. It's going to be close. Oh, we got him. There's a good angle there. Then flip him. Stun. Oh, no. If we're going to be pushing that, we need to be turning off that building ASAP. Like, if we're diving for this kill, just turn off that building ASAP so that way both Memes and Raven don't die. Look at that. Both of them took a bunch of unnecessary damage. We knew that we were looking for that kill. Right? So he sets it up with a stun. The root hits. Like, trait, turn it off. Like, even though we're looking for the kill, like, we need to turn off those buildings before you get there. Like, trait, throw E. You had E up. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure you had E up. Yeah, you have E up. You should really be trading, trait Eing looking for a kill right away here. Especially if you're at the wall. Trait E right here. If we're looking for a kill, just throw your trait. Right? If we get the kill, excellent. If we need the escape, we escape south as a team. Right? We have a pull and Anduin. Trait E here. Shut down that tower. Put the burst damage on him. Get it there. Right? I know your E doesn't do a ton of damage at level 1. Right? 119 damage. He has a lot of health. And he's sucking off of Diablo. This is going to be a pretty hard kill to get in general. But if we're going to commit to this, we need to throw everything at it. So trait E means that Memes can stay here and body block longer. So that way the tower doesn't shoot him to death. And then when Raven does the follow-up stun, because everyone's here and he's body blocking, the follow-up stun lands and we can get the kill. But we didn't trait until late. So then both Memes and Raven lose half their health. And then now we're trying to overextend for the kill, and we're starting to die. And then they kill us here on the rotation because we stayed too long. Nope. We made it out. I think you could have made it out and done both. That's okay. We live, we learn. So yeah, like I was saying, their win condition is going to be late game scaling. They're hoping that the Zul'jin outscales everything and is able to be a monster, hopefully unkillable between Tazdingo and Whitemane. They have level 20 Odin. They have level 20 Entombs. Right, so they have a lot of good tools for late game scaling. Our scaling isn't bad, but yeah, so that's their game plan is a mixture of Wombo and Pick late game between Leoric and Murden, and then ours is pretty much the same. So it's going to come down to who gets the initiation that they're looking for, and hopefully we can win before super late game 20s and super stack Zul'jin. With that in mind, we are a little odd damage structure wise for burst, right? Like Sylvanas is a Q build, so we're not really going to be able to front to back burst a tank like we would be able to if we had AAs. Not that it's like necessarily a wrong pick, just a thought of the amount of burst damage that can be put out during a single time window. Yeah. So macro wise, Genji's been off soaking. We're down a little bit here. Let's quickly look why we're down. So right now we're behind on minions, right? We're catching this mid wave here, and then this should be neutral. So we should be pretty much caught up as soon as that's done, so that's not too bad. They do have more mercs than us by getting the health item, right? So they've been controlling the toys a little bit better than we have. Obviously, you can't get every single item, but Volskaya being able to control all of the items is going to dictate who wins team fights and who's able to push later. So We effectively traded, this bot engage for that, right? Like it's not like we gave this, but we were low on resources, had to tap, got our turret. Like we were late getting our turret, they got theirs first, so they were able to come up here. So maybe as a team discuss what our macro rotations or what our timings are to ensure that we get the toys on time, and if we are planning to fight for this one and brawl, that we can. If we're planning on split pushing this first objective and not contesting it, right? Because we have Sylvanas and the first objective is really weak, and the first objective gives Zul'jin stacks. I see lots of reasons not to fight for it, but we also need to make sure that we're catching all the soak and able to harass. So if they, if we're pushing with Sylvanas top and they're going to come answer us, then we need to make sure that Genji is able to like effectively, harass whoever's here while we split push with top. They got the camps at the same time, and so we're currently playing this like we want the objective, which is not what I thought we would be doing. But let's see. So now we're answering. So we took the free percentage while we could. Okay. We're sevens. We're looking. Okay. That works out. See if they make a mistake here. Obviously, good job. But we really need to make sure that we're pushing. Okay, that's definitely, that Tychus is our kill target if we can find him. Oh. Feel free to be a little more patient if you need to, memes. It's a hard angle to hit. Okay, so they answered us. And so hold on. Genji doesn't need to be here. Right? Genji should be messing up these rotations and preventing them from coming. Right? Like Genji just let two of them go by. Right? Genji should be acting as that pseudo ward, pseudo protection, so that way we're able to catch waves and harass this. Right? Like our wave clear isn't huge outside of Sylvanas, but like obviously Blaze can also potentially double soak. But like this early game here, we really need to make sure that we're able to do something with this, right? Like I think we played too long down here, but like okay, the waves are neutral, and we're clearing their camp top, right? So it's like Genji, yes, is helping to clear, but like Genji should be creating pressure on the map away from the 4-man because he's not needed for the push, right? He's also trying to stack Qs. There's a one solo person target here. You can definitely get your stacks here, right? Someone's on the point. You can be 1v1ing and trying to get your stacks here, right? You have lots of mobility and lots of tools to help, and even potentially come down here and gank Leoric. But like we really don't need Genji in the 4-man here, right? Our clear is slow. It's going to happen. We just got 7, so we just now have the ability to instantly delete waves. So Genji really shouldn't be present in this. Like this is, Sylvanas has the best wave clear right here at level 7. She, like, you don't contribute anything to it, right? Tie-Dye should be throwing Hunting Wave and Wing this wave, and it's just deleted, right? So we're kind of saved it there, but it's okay. So we're looking to Hunting Wave and maybe trade this. Using it for a getaway instead. So, okay. Because we didn't put pressure on either of these 2 points. They effectively got the objective, quote-unquote, for free, right? Like, we didn't really want it because, like, we can split push, but we didn't really make the split push happen, so it just becomes difficult. So Sylv is our wave clear. Sylv's answering top. They're getting some free siege bottom, but again, the protector's very weak early. They're splitting 4-1, which is fine. Oh, almost. Just be careful. Like I said, you guys are 3 versus 4. Catching up on soak. I shouldn't really be looking for a fight here. Right? We're looking for 10s as our main goal. Oh, Titan might be dead. Oh, that's a good route. Oh, tried to punish. Genji got stunned. We're going to be fine. Yeah, so the main thing we're going to be doing is getting our turrets, right? Like the turret cooldown is huge because the faster you get the turret, the faster it comes back up, the more XP you get, and the more turrets you'll have hopefully over the enemy. So we really need to make sure that we are jumping on those turrets on cooldown. He looked for an Entomb. Good job, get out. 2 mid, 3 mid. Good jukes. Looking good. They have 10 slightly before us, no big deal. We need to be looking at maybe camps and the healing item now that we have 10s. They're missing 2. Muradin just walked up above us. We haven't checked the healing item still. Like, to me, this feels like you don't need 4 people to clear this wave. Right? Let's back it up again. It feels like we're not using our Genji as like a roamer like zone control, and we're like 4-man clearing waves when we really don't need to be doing that. Right? Like Memes was showing Memes was puppy guarding here, and now that they engaged on him, he missed. Right? Memes comes back. Is there a chance to engage? No. So he's coming behind the wall to be able to be a threat at the wall. Right? So right here, as the waves are crashing, this should be an EW. Perfect. Wave's done. Right? You can maybe wait half a second if you need to wait for the other wave to stack up. But wave's done. Wave's neutral. You don't have to clear this wave right this second. Right? Waves are neutral. So you should be looking, if you want to do your light bomb combo and you want to take a fight, an uneven fight, right? Because you've got lots of damage in your toolkit here between your ultimates, right? You've got a light bomb X-Strike combo that easily sets up APOC, which easily sets up Arrow, right? Your Wombo can delete anyone on their team. So we should be looking for that, right? Like we spent all this time clearing the mid wave, and they got the healing item, right? Like we didn't need to clear that wave right now. It was neutral. We could have easily checked up here and looked to see if they were on it, because we saw Muradin walk up and we saw Tazdingo walk up. So we gave them another toy for free when we actually want to be fighting in those clumps like that. We didn't know Leo wasn't there, right? So it was a 5v4, so we don't want to take a 5v4. But at least being able to show your presence can make them second guess what they're doing. Okay, let's see how our combo works. And... okay. In my opinion, if Light Bomb hits 2, has to be 2. If Light Bomb hits 2, APOC every time. APOC. APOC first. We get our kill. We get a big flank. We're going to probably lose Memes. Nope, he lives. Everyone's throwing all the toys everywhere. We blew 2 turrets, and they blew a turret and a healing item. So we got our kill. How long does the stun last on Light Bomb? 1.25 seconds. Right? 1.75 seconds. Right? So they have half a second to move out of that ring or push another button. So if we know this is the Wombo we're looking for and we're going to APOC off of it, I 100% think that as soon as you see that the 2-person stun's going to land, you pop APOC. Because that's a guaranteed 200 damage to explode, and they can't push their immune button. Right? Like, if that stun goes off, right as this is coming off, right? Like, the cleanse hit. It's a good cleanse, but, like, you effectively get the other hero that was stunned too. Like, White Man made a good play there, but I think that we should have gotten them both. So, all right. So we got our kill, we blew our load, so now we have to effectively play. Yes, sieging is good. We have Sylvanas, siege, siege, siege. Okay, we took our wall. We're trying to gank a Leoric. I guess he's out of position. Okay.
Terminal activated. Take control of it.
Okay. Showing 3 mid. Genji's getting some free channel time. They're sieging mid. We are turrets up. We should be doing turret things. We can trade siege. So we can trade siege, or we can fight. Our Wombo's back up. Right? You gotta pick which one you want to do. Either we can trade siege and point, or we can look to Wombo. But whatever the call is, you have to make sure that we're all together. Because right now, it looks like we're about to engage, and Genji is nowhere able to help. Genji is our delivery system for the light bomb. Okay, we've decided instead to play for the objective. But, like, look of where... Okay. Okay, is Genji in trouble? No, he's fine. Okay, we're going to take the 5v5. Genji's not in position to do the light bomb delivery. Tried to force a fight there. We can clear the wave and fight in lane, that's fine. Obviously, chokes are better. Blaze is showing middle. Leo's coming to match Blaze. Okay, so we're kind of playing a tug of war here. Okay, they drew their turret, so we can try to fight not near their turret. Yeah, good ping. There's their Leo. We've got bunker for an entomb if it happens. Like, everything's honestly looking pretty favorable right now. Okay, so we started this time with APOC. Let's back up. They're saying we want to fight in the lane, not at the turret. Okay, we're recognizing we need to fight because the point's going to be timing out. Okay. So right here. I guess I'm confused on why the Muradin engage target. Right? Like, I know we're trying to force something. We're behind. We're losing point control. We're down stuff. It doesn't feel like that was the engage target. And we also need to play towards what our strength is or what we want to do. If you're going to take the light bomb delivery system, this is almost guaranteed to land. It's pretty close to unstoppable because of how instantaneous Genji's blink is, or his E is, right? So, like, if we instead wait for Genji, then APOC, then Arrow, that's a pretty juicy pile. Bunker's good. Good bunker usage, everyone. Yeah, that was 3 of them really, really, really low. Right? So we've blown our load. We got almost nothing left that we can do here. We really don't want to be fighting here much anymore. Right? Like, we missed our kills, we missed our stuff. We just need to leave. Oh, we got Tychus. Okay, I didn't realize Tychus was hiding over there. Yeah, we can continue. We can continue. I didn't see Tychus on the minimap there. Okay, this is our objective now. So we want to make sure, since we fought for the objective, we need to get value with the objective. In my opinion, we need to be pushing 2 lanes at once. We don't want Zul'jin to get tons of free stacks. So if Zul'jin's going to get free stacks, you know, it's like we let him have it, but we get, like, we want a full wall, a full everything if we can. Genji's the worst at sieging, so I would definitely put Genji in the objective. Oh boy, he can't die here. Okay, you hopped in maybe not to die? Okay, cool. It was just a... Okay, we're all here. We're committing for the building. That's fine. I personally don't... like I said, you have the Sylvanas being able to disable the building, and so I would rather we split push than fight into them when we don't have our Wombo. So, we got the fort either way. Nobody died. So, it's fine. It's one of those things that you can go back and look potentially at your measuring the cost and how your macro works. Because, like, Leo's bottom. So now this is a good opportunity to potentially fight because Leo's still bottom. But Leo was bottom and soaked lanes and put pressure on our wall. Well, this wall is pretty much already gone. But put pressure on our wall while we took a building and took a risky fight and gave Zul'jin stacks. So, because when you're in the protector is when you're the weakest. So, if we're looking to fight here, though, again, light bomb combo. We drafted a combo. Got to use that light bomb combo. It's a great stun. We got... Oh, we just missed him. The cleanse came out too. Yeah, so one more time. I know Genji's a sub for this game and all that jazz, but like, if we're looking to re-engage, which DPS is here, our tanks are here, our engage is here, DPS is here, DPS is in protector, right? Like, even if we do land all of our buttons, I don't think anything dies here. Like, we need to be out of the protector and use our wombo. Like, we were close, right? Diablo was looking. R Q, and you just went after one of the targets. We just could never reach him. Right? He didn't have that much movement speed, but we just couldn't grab him without the wall bang. Maybe a shift Q would have worked, but cleanse came out. So, effectively, we're done. I said, I'm like, Genji being in the protector actually ruined your damage structure there. You couldn't do anything. So, okay. So once again, just high-level macro questions and stuff once you're done, right? Like, post-game, what did we want to do with our protectors? How did we want to use our players? And what did we want to do? Because we effectively took a building after winning a team fight, which is good. We took a building. They lost the team fight, did half the structure damage here, right? Like, we got a building and a wall, or part of a wall, and they got structure damage in a wall for losing the fight. So, we can't kill him. Okay. So, again, we want to get all of the toys if we can. Toys are up. They're pushing middle. Good anchoring. There looks like they're sieging. Yep. If they're going to siege, we can punish. There you go. Get that Tychus. Oh, good cleanse again from the white main. Silence is on target. Light Bomb lands this time. X-Strike lands. Imagine if we had all of our buttons together. Right? Like, I'm keep seeing it. Like, it's so close. But because of how our damage works, like, Genji is burst in that one moment. Right? Like, he's pokey, harass. He has burst, but it has to be together. So. Okay, we're not going to have our combo up for another... Well, we have a combo back up in 20. We won't have the Sylvanas ult for a bit. Okay, so 17s each. Where do we want to go? What do we want to do? Because it looks like they're on their objective. Oh, they didn't. The turret's up. Might be able to kill him. Good route. We pulled him out of our APOC. Oh, no. Does he live? No, he doesn't live. But okay. We killed, and now we're pushing. Good. Good. Take immediate value, immediate damage. Do it. On top of that, Blaze is pushing bottom too. Good. Once this is done, you probably want to get that turret. More toys means you'll win the next objective, and it gives you more XP. Yep. We get the thing. Murden's still dead. You could probably look at pushing bottom. Trait will be back up in 12. Okay, you thought about it. And then looked at top and thought we needed to answer top. Yeah, that's probably the safer play. You don't need to necessarily force anything right now. We do have trait up. So our wombo's up again. We have trait, and we have 2 toys. Right? Push top. Don't answer this. Do not answer this. Trade. As much as you're going to lose, this is dead. We rotated everyone top. They have vision of it. They know. This is dead. You need to get this building. Right? You are strongest when you can wombo. Fight in your wombo. Okay. So now we're doing it. Right? We're all 5 in here. No! We gave up! Ah! It better be because we want more toys. Oh! Okay. I really like fighting up here. It's the first time we've had an XP lead, a talent lead. Like, at a minimum, like, they have to answer. And we're getting the 5v5 we want with our wombo. Right? Like, unless you're planning to get to 20s first, right? Like, this is a little risky, but you had time to push. You've had vision control of where they were rotating. Okay, so we're taking a fight in the middle. We don't know where they are. Oh my gosh. What just happened to Diablo?
Access terminal online.
Zding's Tychus.
Secure it to activate the
Diablo gets stunned. Diablo gets Leo grabbed. Diablo gets... Yeah. I can't see your death recap. But, yeah. Okay. Are we engaging or are we defending? That needs to be the first question right here. If we're engaging, we're running this way instead of at them. Right? Like, Murden's aiming for the pile. Engaging or defending. Need to make sure that we're, like, playing it as a team on what we want to do. Blaze is rotating up. No, Blaze is trying. Yeah, Blaze is rotating up. So it looks like we were calling we want to fight. But then, like, our main engage button again are dissynced. Right? So there's no light bomb available from where we're standing. Right? And we didn't actually, like, perform an engage. We got engaged on because we rotated weird. Like, even here, we're still, like, running. Right? Like, the first Fire Stomp comes out here. Yeah, there's just nothing that we can do. Light Bomb comes on. See, now this is a panicked Light Bomb. Right? We saw the clump. Instead of being able to use it as our engage tool, we're now panicking with it. And he's just dead. It doesn't matter how much healing he gets. He's just dead. Yep, and then we drop the turret and an emitter. Or no, we traded emitter for a toy. Dang, this game is looking really strong. This looks like whether it be a macro or a team decision on like what are we doing or where are we going or rotating with purpose, right? Like there's a reason why I was talking about like let's do something here because we can fight in lane, we can fight in open spaces. Say it's like, and if they entomb, we've got answers, and if they, it's like don't answer us, we get the wall and we can push more because we have Sylvanas, and at worst we get a wall and take the 5v5 we want in an area that is like on our terms. Yeah, now we kind of just have to wait. Okay, they're gonna try sieging. That might be a dead Muradin. Yep. Okay. That's a good. Oh, good cleanse. Silence arrow. He has no E. It's gonna be back up because of stupid things. Can we do something with this? Objectives up. It's not really what we want. Muradin's down for 20. Our combo is back up. Right? Not APOC, but Light Bomb combo's up. Can we look at getting on top of that white main? With our Light Bomb combo right now? Oh no, Genji just rezzed, or Genji's not here. If Genji's not here, I don't know why we're fighting. Yeah, let's look again real quick. Why are we fighting? So, Genji just res. So this is a 4v4. So we don't have our combo, don't have our buttons. Right? Like, you see the ult came out? Like, we pretty much just have to run. Like, bunker was for yourself? Because it's not close enough for Anduin. Yeah. We really can't win fights without our full wombo up. So we needed What else? What could we have done? What is more valuable after this Muradin kill? We killed Muradin. What can we do? Because objective is spawning, right? And we were chasing. I feel like we reset the map. Like, this objective isn't worth much. Still, like, this, yes, this objective can end. But, like, we have a healing item on the map. We have split pushing Sylvanas things that we can do. Right? Like, we have just our own camp. We have our own homework. Like, we're free ball into free ball. And their composition does better into that. Right? We're pretty wombo dependent on our burst from our light bombs. So that's two fights that kind of look at like just high level, what do we want to do, decision making. And then I don't think we lose anybody else, but that means they probably win the objective. We're gonna go do homework. Okay, they took their turret as well. They took our turret. That's unfortunate, so they have more toys now. And so now they're doing a weird death ball, right? Like they have two showing here. Someone's on the point. So this might be a great opportunity to fight, right? If someone's on the point, that means that you guys can find a... Like, fighting while they're in the protector is huge, because you're able to potentially remove one or two players from the match and get kills. Most teams do not use the protector like a bunker effectively, so it'd be quite impressive to see if they do that. So, okay, I missed the engage. Let's back it up.
Enemy protector online. Prepare.
Okay. Okay, so once again, who's our engaged target? How are we positioned? What's the order of operations? Okay. We blinked and apoc'd. We didn't... Did we get him?
Enemy protector.
Okay, blink APOC. Genji light bomb system is somewhat near. Sylvanas can throw an arrow. Raven has follow-up stuns, no oils available. We grab the Tychus, unstoppable lands. Shields come out. Light bomb combos in the back. Right? We're split on our damage target here. Tazdingo gets popped. Bunker's down. Was that a free cast X strike, I'm guessing? We have the level 20 upgrade. Yeah, we have the level 20 upgrade. I feel like that was a little forced. Obviously, we want to force an engage, but, like, you can wait for them to come under the building. Right? Like, you have a Genji light bomb. Like, Genji can sit over here or sit down here and be able to get the light bomb and then start your initiation for you. And then once we initiated there, like, it looked like we were trying to kill Tychus, but then, like, Genji's in the back over here. Right? And then Sylvanas is trying to kill Tychus, but it's under like a healing item and shield and white main heals and stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know if Tychus is the right target to be engaging on specifically. But it's obviously really hard when our DPS is split to get kills fast. And so we ended up trading 1-for-1 and we blew our wombo, right? So Genji potentially can help with the defense because we'll have multiple X strikes here, especially if they want to clump for you. That's nice. I would just take the X strike reset right now. You know what I mean? Like, anytime they're going to clump and you can get the CDR, I would just do it. Because I think the way that works is it's a number of hits, right? Each hero each enemy here hit by X strike reduces its cooldown by 10 seconds, right? So if you perform 3 slashes, like 1, 2, like just hit this 1, 2, 3, like you should be down to like 20 seconds, and that should be enough time for Sylvanas to res. See what I mean? You have literally instant X strike. Just do that all day. X strike again. And this one's panicked and you missed, but you know what I mean? Like, feel free to just do that all the time. Like, if they're sitting here pushing in a clump and you see a clump, just X strike. Right? You'll have it back up. And if you don't have it back up, Anduin pulls you. Let me get him. Nice. Okay. This needs to be core. Core. Core, 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 core. Core, 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 core. We're running a core. You have to core now. I think is the only chance you win. You have to core now. Oh no. Don't give up, guys. You got this. Okay. We're going core. We have bunker. We have APOC. Our damage is low. We need to bring the minions, right? We're bringing the camp, bringing the minions. Okay. We need to be posting up and positioning. Diablo has a harder time guarding this angle than he does this angle because he has 2 wall bangs. So Diablo probably wants to be posted up on this side, and we want to be posting up on this side. We want to be sieging. We want to be sieging until our combos back up. Once our combos back up, we blow our load, kill whoever's here, and finish the game. No, wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Core. It's core. They have 2 dead, 30 seconds. Force them to answer you. They don't have to answer this. This feels very conservative. Yeah, maybe it's because I'm viewing the game as a much more desperate position because of their level 20s. Like, but I don't know. I would love comments and feedback to anyone on the YouTube strat or even the team here if you think that's an opportunity to core. Okay, we're taking our last team fight here. Let's back it up real quick. Okay, we're not planning on fighting, right? So this is giving them their engage because trying to back for the home, back away. So this is giving them their engage. He did E in. We didn't communicate who was stunning first there. It's a lot of damage on Leoric. Leoric instantly got bursted. Well done. We blew 2 ults, 3 ults. Right? Genji's will be back up soon. Okay, we gotta be using the bunker to live through the damage here, or we need to be able to communicate that we don't have buttons and we need to back up. Bunker gets used. Good job, Raven. Good job, Diablo. Light bomb on Bo. There we go. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. The damage isn't together. You have the kills here. It actually is supposed to happen. You hit 2. Remember what I said. You see 2, APOC. You blinked first, then APOC'd. Right? The unstoppable gets off. Right? Okay. Who's the target? Muradin. Look at where everyone's standing. Muradin, Muradin, Muradin. Stunned again. Wrong target. Wrong targets. Muradin. I know you don't want to kill Muradin most of the time, and he has buttons, but if you're going to CC someone for 5 seconds between all of your damage and everyone's standing there, hit what's easy to kill. Because we effectively tried going after a Taz Dingo that had full health. Right? Invincible. Didn't die. Now we lose this fight. Yep. This is just level 20 things, right? We blew our Wombo. Lemon dies. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, I think that'll do it. Like I'll play it, but I'm just gonna speak and talk my thoughts as it goes to the end here. So like I absolutely love that you guys pulled out a new creative wombo. I've never seen you guys do this before. It was really, really cool, and you guys definitely have some good success with it. We gotta communicate on our tools, and we also potentially need to work on some of our button presses, like specifically the Diablo combos, on what you want to do. Because like you don't have to use like both ults to get like overlapping damage or anything like that, right? Like you can use them out of sync or out of tangent to be able to like make kills, or you can even use the blink just to get, you know, further up. But if you're playing full wombo, don't be afraid to take this one, where its cooldown's reduced by 25 seconds for every enemy hit, right? Like, I don't think you'll get the full wombo every time, right? Like, it definitely won't get tons of CDR every single one. I have a hard time passing up Hellgate. But if I'm playing specifically for a wombo combo where I'm going to be hitting 2 or 3 people with my APOC every time, right? A 75-second reduction on a 90, I'm on the same cooldown again as Genji. So we can APOC again and do our combo again. So, I don't know. I also like Hellgate. It's hard to say no to Hellgate. Yeah, it just felt like we just weren't in sync on some of our engages, and when we were in sync, clearly we were winning. And when we made the engage and we attacked what we wanted, we were winning. When the engage fumbled or we weren't able to burst something, we lost. So just continue to work on focus fire and work on some of that stuff there, and I think we'll be great. I still am not sure on the Banshee Queen for this one. There was a lot of auto attacking that you're able to do at the front line, whether it be on Muradin or anyone else. Yeah, and a lot of your arrows were being thrown like to follow up on engages where you can't necessarily guarantee that you have the increased spell power. I think this would have been better for Overwhelming Affliction, even into block Muradin. I know it's annoying to fight him for block, but block I don't think stops your stack application. I think block just reduces the damage. Right? It just reduces the damage. So you still get the percentage health attacks once it starts mattering, even if he reduces the even if he has physical armor, you do lifesteal on one or percentage damage. Right? So percentage damage doesn't get blocked by yeah, you do 1% of their health as damage. Right? And then the slow might help you, whether it be in dueling or getting out. Or helping them not walk out of the light bomb circle stuff. So, everything else looked good. I'm glad we took the minus armor. Someone on the team has to be minus armor, so that was good. Actually, Blaze also has minus armor. What was your other choice there? I forget. Yeah, if you go Overwhelming Affliction, then Ramoshless makes sense, because then you can continue to AA from further distance and get your stuff. So that way you get more spread damage. I like the Forsaken, I like the Bolt. Yep. You need all of those tools to live and to be juki. Adrenaline, Incinerator. Yep, into that. Yep. I would even be okay, depending on if you, since you were not really like the main camper, you don't really need to double soak on this map. I would have been okay, Blaze, even if we took bigger oils, just because they are double AA, right? Like just having more oil, more area to slow them down. Yeah, up to you. I think obviously this is the standard one, because this is going to help you clear and do stuff, but don't be afraid to take bigger oil there if you need to, since you're not double soaking. Anduin stuff, it's fine. Still didn't complete that quest, so just always make sure to reevaluate the effectiveness of this talent, right? How many times did you get a pierce? Did you finish it? All that stuff, because effectively you only got it to pierce 8 times, right? So I don't know if those 8 times save people's lives, but that means that the other, will say, 50 casts of this ability that you didn't hit 2 heroes. So would it have been better to have more damage and restore mana, or would it have been better to just always have more attack range and do more damage with your Moral Compass? So, Genji stuff, So this almost looks like Genji hasn't played since the patch notes. Um, but effectively, these are the two to go now, right? Like this is huge. Being able to have more range, to be able to cut people off, and the stealth. Um, movement speed's okay. Like I understand you maybe took the movement speed so that way you could reposition with your light bomb, but you shouldn't need it. Your E should be in position, and if your E's not in position, your X strike's in position. So I'm fine with that. I like Dragon Claw if you're gonna be bursty like this, right? Just because when you are securing your kill, this will help you finish targets rather than the kind of more sustainy long-term damage. I agree with the. Actually, hold on. This is the cooldown deflect. Okay, this is a spell armor. I thought there was a physical armor one. Yeah, this is fine. Being able to get shields will help you live longer. Yep. Attack range and damage. Yeah, I think that's fine. If you're going this target, this one here, like this one takes some getting used to, but obviously this is the more damage talent on the tier for burst. Um, deflect damage. Yeah, this could be really good into Tychus if you're for sure getting the deflect onto Tychus. Um, but if you're not getting the deflect onto Tychus, potentially one of these two would be better with your all-in, right? Because this is bonus damage that instantly happens when you all-in, and then this is CDR for more of it. Um, and then yeah, next strike upgrade. So, all right, good game, guys. Good game to evaluate. I think this one here comes down to just playing to our win condition and being together and making sure to allow for um, other people to engage, and then understanding how our combo works a little bit tighter. Because I think if you synced up all of your stuff a little bit better, White Mane never gets to press her button, or Zul'jin never gets to press Tezdingo. So, all right, this is Rock. Catch you on the next one.